New vlog. Got a new idea for you guys. So, I always been seeing these ads on TikTok about the Substance game by the guy, if you know him, he always says, lovely. So he created this card game to basically it's meant to be played with like multiple people. And basically, you're supposed to go deep and help people get a better understanding of you, better understanding of that person. So I came up with the idea to start a little vlog series on the Substance cards. So they have three different categories. They have mindfulness, intimacy, and they have, give me a second, vulnerability. So wanted to do something different for you guys, give you guys a better understanding of me, and I wanted to go through the cards and maybe we can start something new. Maybe this will inspire some other people that are building a YouTube channel that just want to, build a community and help people get a better understanding of them as well. So what I wanted to start with is mindfulness. They're very pretty cards. So what I'm going to essentially do is I may do one of these cards a vlog, or I may do two of these cards a vlog. So I'm going to shuffle the mindful cards, and then I'm going to pull one, and then we'll go from there. So let's get started. And yes, I played Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm doing the little Yu-Gi-Oh shuffle right now, you know what I mean? Hopefully we pull something good that I can give a lot of substance to. No pun intended. I did cheat a little bit. I looked at a few of the cards and they look pretty good as far as the questions are. So we shall see. So shuffle, cut it in half, cut it into a third, and we'll shuffle it one more time and see what we get. All right, kind of nervous. What will I pull? Oh, you know what? I might do two of these. Maybe. We'll see how long this video runs. So the question is, tell me about a moment you truly felt alive. So you guys can see that. Hopefully you guys can see that. So, a moment that I truly felt alive. I want to say that a moment I honestly truly felt alive was when I was serving in the military. I'd say because mainly the fact that I was escaping a lot of bullshit back home. Like, if you've seen my first vlog, you know that I grew up in foster care, but I didn't really go too much in detail into that. But basically growing up, my dad was very abusive. He was taking a lot of medications. I'm trying to keep it YouTube friendly, so I'll say medications. Basically, he would force us into wearing these button-up shirts, and we'd wear these short shorts, and he would make us go out there into the public and lie to people and tell them that we were selling candy for our basketball team, or we were raising money for church, so we were selling chocolate bars. But in actuality, what was really going on is the fact that he would take the money from us and he would basically supplement the money that he was getting from us for his medication. Now, in doing so, I, as the oldest child, I never really liked doing it. I honestly hated it. I knew it wasn't right, and I would mostly try to avoid selling candy as much as I could. But unfortunately, I would come home and I'd probably sell maybe like $5 worth of candy at most. So my dad would ask me, he's like, "Where's the money at?" And I would say, "This is what I made today." And he would snatch the candy from my hand and he would basically punch me in the face or punch me in the ribs. And then he would tell me, he was like, "You've been outside all day and all you sold was $5 worth of candy." He was like, "Your younger brother came home and he's already sold a whole box and he already sent them out to sell another one. You've been doing nothing but bullshitting all day." And basically, he would make me sleep in the bathtub until about 2 or 3 in the morning. And then he would wake me up and then I'd finally be able to sleep in my bed. But by then, I really wasn't even able to sleep, honestly. And then if my eye wasn't swollen or blackened, he would make me stay home and he'd freaking make me put an ice pack over my eye so it'd go down. Just because he knew the fact that if I went to school like that, the CPS would basically take us away. But to get back on topic of the moment I truly felt alive, it was the military, because it was a new experience. You know, I got away from the bullshit, the foster care, all that nonsense, and I got to explore the world. I went to Vietnam, I went to Thailand, I went to Guam, I went to Greece. Like, experiencing those things is just like, is just something that you don't ever forget. Like, growing up in Long Beach, all you know is like your small hometown people, so you have that mindset of, hey, this is where I'm at and this is what I'm comfortable with. But when you get put in new environments, your mind starts to expand and you start to see basically see new horizons, and you get motivated behind it. And that's something that made me wake up and feel alive. Because honestly, throughout the whole process of me, being in foster care, getting out, going back into foster care again, I felt dead inside for a long time. And when I finally got on that plane and went to boot camp, it just opened my eyes, and finally making it to my ship and seeing how huge the ship was and seeing all the people on there and meeting new faces and going through the same struggles of freaking basically just everything. It just breathes new life into you when you get out of that environment that you've been in for so long and you experience something new. So I would say that's definitely the moment that I truly felt alive, was in my service in the military. That was truly an amazing experience, and I don't take any of my time in the military for granted, because I've met amazing people. I've met friends that I call family now, and it's been amazing. So I think that would suffice me giving substance to this question. So I think I want to do one more. So to be fair, I don't know, should I shuffle it or should I not shuffle it? I'm not going to shuffle it, because then that's just going to take more time in the video. So, no cheating. Pull in from the top, no shuffle. I ain't even see what it is yet. So let's see what we got. Oh, shit. This one's going to be deep. This one's going to be deep. The question is, what are you most afraid of? What am I most afraid of? Hmm. I think I would say I'm most afraid of not succeeding, honestly. And people, well, you who are watching now, you're probably like, well, not succeeding is pretty vague. You got to go into more detail than that. I know. But I mean, it's deeper than that because what you deem success is completely different from what I deem as success. And when I say I'm afraid of not succeeding, that means I'm afraid of not getting to a point in my life where I feel successful that my younger siblings believe in me that they can be successful. Because being the oldest, I'm the leader. And as the leader, I got to set the example for my younger siblings because they're going through way worse struggles than I'm going through. They were younger going through all the things that we were going through. And now that they're coming to the age of being adults, they're trying to figure out the things that I've somewhat figured out because I don't even have everything all together. But as far as being afraid of that, it's I'd say it's on the top of my list. And I don't mean successful in terms of monetary value or status like that. It's just I want to be the best person that I can be so other people that follow behind me can be the best person that they can be and learn from me and learn from my examples and not have to make the mistakes that I made. And yeah, it is true that everybody has their own journey, their own path, and they have to make their own mistakes, but why would you have to make the same mistakes that I made if I can teach you how to get around those mistakes before you even make them? You know? And it's just hard because I feel like I've grown a disconnect with my family personally just because of the fact that we all got separated through foster care. And it's just hard for me to try to reconnect with them, honestly, because I've always been the black sheep of the family, and a lot of that has to do with my dad. He's always treated me like the black sheep of the family. He's always made it seem like I was just inferior, but in actuality, I've done way more in my lifetime than he'll ever do in his. I've surpassed him. And that's the example I want to set for my siblings. I want them to understand that just because of the things that we went through doesn't mean you can't be the best person that you deem yourself to be. And I know it seems like I'm blaming my dad for all the problems that have occurred or and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's like, they're the parent and they have to hold some form of accountability, right? I mean, that's like me bringing a child into this world and repeating the same things that he did and then not taking responsibility for any of it. Because honestly, I don't even know where the hell he's at. He basically ruined the family and he just disappeared. I don't speak to him. And all of my siblings, once they got older, they don't speak to him either because they found out the truth from me. But I would say that's what I'm most afraid of. Not succeeding enough to set the bar high enough for them to basically follow. I want them to succeed just as bad as I want to succeed. And the only reason why I'm in the position I am now is because I believed in what I was doing. And I still believe in what I'm doing. And that's why I'm succeeding. It's like that TikTok song says, the one was like, let it all work out. Sometimes you just gotta let it all work out. Stop doubting yourself. If you know something and you believe in that, then go for it. Because at the end of the day, we all got a time clock. And nobody knows when you're going to go. So you need to live for yourself. Shit, live for today. No telling what can happen, honestly. You just got to do what you got to do. And I think that's enough substance for this card of what you're most afraid of. So, I'm actually enjoying this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I think 2 cards is sufficed enough per video. That way it doesn't take up too much time. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.